Hi, Pamela Kelly here, registered dietitian and nutrition therapist. I've been doing some fun things using the slogan of these three things. I started on hunger. Today I'm going to talk to you about fullness, and it'll be a three-part, just short informational on what to think about when you think of fullness. We're going to start right now. So, first of all, fullness, like hunger, is very subjective. I have an assessment form, and I have a question on my assessment form: how do you know when you're full? And it's amazing to me the different answers I get on that. But let's talk from a physical perspective first, a physiological perspective of fullness. When you are full, the vessel of your stomach begins to stretch a little bit. When it's empty, it's about the size of your fist. And when it's full, it can stretch out to about the size of two hands. So you feel it physically, like a heaviness, like a weight, a stretching in your stomach. Some find it uncomfortable, physically uncomfortable. Some find it very satisfying to feel that sense of fullness. Some have an emotional thought about being full, and I'm going to talk to you about that in another little segment. But physical fullness is so incredibly important to recognize it, because if you think about it, it is part of the great design of the human body. If we didn't feel fullness, we would continue to eat and eat and eat, and our ancestors probably would not only steal somebody else's food because they couldn't feel full, but they might kill each other to get their food. So fullness is satisfying. It is a cue that you are finished. It's very easy to eat past fullness if you're not paying attention. Fullness is a gradual process, and for some people it takes about 20 or 30 minutes to even know you're full. And what that means is, if you eat rapidly, it would be real easy to be fuller than you realize, because by the time that signal hits, you might have eaten a great deal more food than your body actually needed at that time, or for you. I know that that's the truth for myself. I try to eat slower, mindfulness. I try to only put on my plate what I plan to eat, so I'm not inclined to feel like I need to eat it because it's there. And I pause so that I can check in with myself on fullness. With the hunger scale, it's 1 to 5. 1 is starving, 5 is neutral, 10 is stuffed. So if we go from 5 being neutral, 6 would be you can sense food in your stomach. 7 would be you're no longer hungry. 8 would be you're full. 9 would be you're very full. 10 would be you're stuffed. And typically I don't think any of us want to feel that way. So paying attention to how it feels to be full is probably more important than all the diets in the world out there, because you can get overfull on a ketogenic diet. You can certainly get overfull if you're doing intermittent fasting. You can get too full if you're vegetarian. It really doesn't matter. And I'm not talking about what type of diet you eat. I'm talking about looking at your level of fullness and being able to discern for you personally what number you want that to be.